Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. We are live at the Never Settle show at Canary, getting set for episode 4 of Mario Armstrong's Never Settle show, presented by FedEx Office at 7 p.m. this evening, 7 p.m. Eastern. You'll head on over to the Entrepreneur Facebook page and watch the main event. Mario Armstrong will be doing episode 4 today, again, 7 p.m. Eastern. For the next about 40 minutes, we're going to take you around the pre-show event, get you a chance to meet with some of the cast and crew and guests, attendees, sponsors, and get a flavor, easy for me to say, of the pre-show event. The crowd will be coming up in a little bit. Right now, the band is practicing, warming up. And it's episode 4. The first season is 6 episodes, so we're more than halfway through at this point, and looking forward to episode 4. Tonight, Mario is going to share tips on how to increase and she'll talk about ways to become financially free and get out from under student loan debt. There'll also be awesome giveaways from the sponsors, and it'll be another night of live entertainment. If you're new to the Never Settle show, this is the first crowd-produced live stream show. It's broadcast on Facebook Live. It has an in-studio audience and guests, and it also features all the interactivity that you love about live stream shows and about Facebook Live broadcasts. So again, you can watch that 7 p.m. Eastern on the Entrepreneur Facebook page. But for the next about 40 minutes, we're going to take you around and show you and introduce you to some of the people who are a part of the first setup. And as we get set up, let's meet Ro Segura. How are you, Ro? Ro is from Root Studios, one of the sponsors, and also the folks who set up this great photo booth. And, you know, people are fascinated by how this thing works. So I'm going to turn the camera around and put my finger on the lens. And can you give us a little idea? This is the this is the camera that people, when they come and take a photo on the red carpet, they actually use a camera. Believe it or not, a DSLR camera is located inside there. Can you tell us a little bit about the camera and how this works?
Yeah, we're using a DSLR camera with 2 flashes that are bouncing to here, and then light the subject. It's a pretty simple setup. So like to make it work, you just press photo, and it takes 3 seconds to take the picture.
So now people can see what's there right in the camera here.
Yeah.
So should we do a picture and show people how it works?
Okay, so it's gonna 3, 2, 1.
So now there's the photo, and then what people will do is they can enter their Facebook or their Instagram or their email, and then you also post it to the Never Settle show or the NSS page or the Instagram account?
Yeah, it works through hashtags, so like people put a hashtag on their, whenever they post it to their own Instagram, so it goes to the Never Settle show Instagram also. Okay,
so even if I don't do anything with this now, this will still show up and I can see it on the Instagram, or I gotta?
You have to post
it. So let me around again. So so now I hit like Instagram and then I put or Facebook,
or you can
just send it to myself on email.
So like after you can decide.
Camera around again. There may be a few people watching who we don't need to have my email, but for everybody else, it's Ross. So putting in my email. And could you just add at gmail.com? And then Ro is going to send it. And so now I'm going to get an email with that, but that's also going to go to the Instagram account of the Never.
No, because
then how do these pictures end up like on the Never Settle Show page, or they don't?
Yeah, they will. I will make sure they go.
Oh, later on.
Like through the show. That's why I have this other device.
So you're sending it from your tablet.
I have also the software here. So like I make sure they get there if people doesn't post them by themselves into their own Instagrams with the hashtag.
Okay.
Because a lot of times like they will like upload it to their Instagrams and forget the task. You know. It's
right.
So I'm here to make sure.
Right.
It gets there.
And now you're also a photographer in your own right.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you do as far as your own photography goes.
Oh yeah, sure. I am a fashion and beauty photographer. I'm from Spain, and I'm focused on shooting people with a camera.
Yes.
I like to. Yeah, I like to represent the beauty of each person. I get very close into the face. I do hair and makeup and skin care products and all that kind of thing.
So tell everybody where they can find you and your stuff, and also how they can learn more about Root.
Okay, so they to find out more about Root, you just have to go to their website. It's root.com.
Right.
There is 2 locations, Root NYC and Root Brooklyn. It's an amazing studio with all the needs for a fantastic photo shoot and the best equipment in town, last technology, amazing people. I love to work there. And yeah, so it's very easy to find their website, and to find my website is a little harder because of my name. So I'm gonna spell it. It's rociosegura.es, ROCIOSEGURA.es. And my Instagram is Rocio Segura Photography. So it's the same, but adding photography at the end with the spaces. And please check it out. I hope you like it. It's a beautiful work, and yeah, I've been doing my portfolio for years, and I really put all my heart and soul on it.
Awesome.
I hope you like it.
Thank you so much, Ro. We appreciate the tips and the advice and learning how everything works, and we'll check back with you later on.
Totally. Thank you.
So we have a special guest here. I want to bring in Mr. Eduardo Guerra.
Hi.
All the way. First of all, everybody enter into the chat. Happy birthday, Eduardo, because it is Eduardo's birthday,
today.
And he came as a birthday gift to himself. Came all the way from Monterrey, Mexico.
Yes.
Just to see the Never Settle show. He's actually going to, I believe, talk to Mario a little bit later on camera. So tell everybody what made you decide to come in for this episode 4.
Well, since Mario started with the idea to have this show, I was following him, and the other thing was once I said to Mario, if there is a crowdfunding, I can support you with what I have.
Right.
But it was not necessary, so I said, well, let's make me a present to be here with Mario in one of the shows. And, well, here we are.
Well, that's awesome, man.
Thank you.
Last time I saw you was Summit Live. Now here at the Never Settle show. You're obviously interested in live streaming and video. What brought you to that interest?
Well, at the beginning it was, as many people, following some, let's say, influencers, or people who were in the first wave with live streaming. That was the idea. Then I said, well, maybe I can use that for what I'm doing as a kind of living, you know. And now I'm pursuing that. And this is why I'm interested in the way a production like this is made. And for me, the interesting thing is how we can bring this, for example, for Latin America, because I'm from Mexico.
Right.
So it's like a learning process also.
And so is there a lot of live streaming going on in Mexico and Latin America as there is in the United States? And some other places overseas? I mean, I think Europe's like a little bit behind where the U.S. is in picking it up. How's Latin America as far as picking up live streaming?
We need to realize that our way of thinking is different. And I think the first use of live streaming is to share with our family, with our friends.
Right.
But little by little is the thinking, how can I make a business through social media? And I think the next wave is going to be like this. And well, usually the States are leading this, so we're going to follow this in our own way, I think so. But I think that could help a lot of people to start up their own business, and that could bring also a lot for the society.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
it's
you.
so great to see you, and we will catch up. Maybe we'll chat after the show as well,
for sure.
See what your experience was like. So welcome to New York. And
It's my first time in New York.
First time in New York City.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
We're going to have to grab something to eat afterwards and get you like an authentic New York meal.
Okay, absolutely.
All right. Eduardo Guerra, happy birthday.
Eileen.
And a big hello for Eileen. We are at the Never Settle show at Canary Mario Armstrong's live streaming show. It kicks off at 7 p.m. Eastern on the Entrepreneur Facebook page. But right now we're giving you behind the scenes and introducing you to some of the folks who will bring you the show as we get you set for the show again, 7 p.m. Eastern on the Never Settle show Facebook page. And let me see if I can grab the bartender. She's not actually at the bar, but she's got her Proud Poor t-shirt on.
I do.
It is
Hi.
Berlin Kelly, just showing the t-shirt there so people see the logo. Tell everybody a little bit about Proud Poor.
Yeah, so I started Proud Poor about 3 years ago, and I did it because I was spending a lot of time and money going out with friends and drinking, and then also watching TED Talks about the environment. So I wanted to drink to be able to fix problems. So every bottle of our first wine is a Sauvignon Blanc, and we use the sales to restore 100 oysters per bottle. And then our next one is a Pinot Noir, and every bottle of that plants 800 wildflowers to save bees.
So when somebody drinks a lot, they're not a drunk, they're a problem solver.
Yeah. If you Proud
Everything
Poor,
in moderation,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Proud Poor. So what's something people might not know about Proud Poor? For instance, you're doing a lot with the environment as well, helping the environment. And you're not from New York, but now you opened up your company here in New York.
Yeah. So I'm from California. I live in Brooklyn now. I'm on the road a lot. The goal is not to be living in Brooklyn. The goal is to be on vineyards. But you know, gotta help promote it. So yeah, I guess one thing people wouldn't know. Let's see. I don't know. Well, we don't use any sugar or acid in our wines, or preservatives or concentrates, and that's really common for a lot of wines. So yeah.
That's awesome. So a lot of people may have allergies and things like that to some of what's put into typical wines. This is just basically the grape, right? It's what wine's supposed to be, how it originally started. Now, do you use organic grapes? Or?
We try to when we can, yeah.
And
it's
where
hard to get the
where do you get the grapes from?
California for our Sauvignon Blanc and Oregon for our Pinot Noir.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So tell everybody where they can find you and how they can learn more.
Proudpour.com, www.proudpour.com. So.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Berlin. That's Berlin Kelly from Proud Poor. And we'll just show you the bar real quick. This is the bar where she will be, the Never Settle Show bar. And you can see the Save the Ocean, Proud Poor Cheers to Change. And I am back here. And let's go see if we can say hello to Mr. John Burk from Roker Media. Is John in there? Let's see. Say hello to Mr. John Burk from Roker Media. John came in from LA for the show, and we can get an update on what's going on with Roker Media. Roker Media, one of the co-producers, Al Roker, of course, and John Burk is busy streaming something, I believe, or watching a YouTube video. There's Al Roker right on the video.
Actually, these are GIFs.
Can we show people this?
Sure. You can see that?
There's a GIF of Al Roker.
So we're working with Giphy, who does all of the GIFs for a lot of social media platforms and sites. And if you pull a GIF for your Twitter feed. Usually comes from Giphy. The same with Facebook. Sometimes email as well. So we're working with them on doing a month's worth of GIFs in the month of May.
Wow.
Right? So we had them come in and
So
shoot
is that one a day he's
That's
doing?
one a day. We'll be releasing those one a day. An exclusive Al Roker GIF that you can go and grab by liking Al's Facebook page. How about that, huh?
That's awesome.
We're marketing geniuses over here. Thank you.
So a lot's going on with Roker Media right now. You have a new show coming this week, Girl Starter. Tell us about that and tell us about some of the events you have going on around that.
Sure. So I'm just back from Las Vegas and the NAB conference. Al did speak at this panel called Broadcast Minds. It was curated by our friends over at New Tech. And it was with Jim Louderback, Dave Shaw from the NFL, and Marcus Graham, DJ Wheat from Twitch. And it was a really good panel there that those guys were doing. And I think you can still go and watch it if you go to the New Tech page. So I highly encourage that. They did talk about the future of media and about technology and the way that things are being disrupted. And speaking of disruption,
yes,
did you see today the layoffs over ESPN?
I heard about that they were coming. I know there was a lot of thing about 100 talent.
Yeah, it's been the number one thing trending all day on Twitter because some big names got let go today. And what's happening is that it's the come to Jesus moment now for a very established cable channel provider.
Right, because ESPN always seems sort of immune to what the rest of the industry was suffering, and now unfortunately it's caught up with them too. Yeah,
we were talking earlier today. I come out of the music industry, and I watched my industry get entirely disrupted back in the early aughts, as they say. Right. So there's no more retail left, and there's no more jobs left for that matter.
Right.
So I think what's happening to them is what actually happened to us, where they thought they were safe, right? But then all of a sudden, all these cable providers are asking for more money to carry the channel, or actually ESPN is asking for more money, which is raising the rates for the standard cable customer. So people are cutting the cord.
There's already like $4 or $5 more than the average.
Right. Yeah. And there's also the cord nevers with a whole new generation of people that are consuming content. Bottom line is, okay, what Ross is doing right now is sort of indicative of what they're not thinking about, okay, is the fact that now people want to have video whenever they want to have video, right? And they're going to go to whatever platform is actually going to have that video available to them, as opposed to having to go home and watch Sports Center, right? They really didn't have much of a digital play. They had some, okay, but not as robust as a lot of other outlets. Right. So I think that like this has become a conversation now about the media as opposed to just what Roker's doing. But I think that you got to look at these things, and you got to look at these things as like, it's like marking time in a way. Like, remember when ESPN did all those layoffs, and like, oh yeah, that was kind of the start of all this stuff like crumbling, right? It's like watching Radio Shack go out of business and Sears and everybody else, you know. Anyway, we are doing a whole lot. So we have linear TV, and we have live streaming stuff that goes on with both the parent company, Al Roker Entertainment, and Roker Media. Do you want me to hold that, by the way, too?
If you don't mind, I got cramp in my arm. Occupational hazard. Thank you.
So at Roker, the company has been around since 1994, and we've been doing linear TV, unscripted for the most part. And we have a show launching this Friday on TLC called Girl Starter, which is kind of what Al describes it as basically a Shark Tank meets Project Runway. Right? So these girls get to pitch their idea for a startup to a panel of judges to get $100,000 worth of prize money and products in order to launch their business. It's a really good show, okay? Because I was on set for the whole thing, producing digital content for it, which will also come out on Friday as well too. And there's also live streaming that's going to embellish it as well. Tomorrow at 1, we are doing a roundtable discussion. Yeah, the arm gets tired. We got to create something. But we're actually doing a roundtable discussion with Al and a girl from the show, as well as the host of the show and the co-founder of Girl Starter LLC, that are going to do a roundtable discussion talking about the whole thing that's going on right now around the country with STEM and empowering young women to be the next generation of business leaders. Then on Friday, the show airs at 7 o'clock on TLC. Watch it with your friends. That's Eastern, by the way. And then right after the show, we go live and we start doing a thing that's called the Girl Starter Wrap Up.
Okay.
It's an original title. I thought of that on the plane today. And it's kind of like the Walking Dead kind of thing, right? So the whole cast is going to be there. And we're coming into our office here on 53rd Street, and we're going to live stream that on Facebook, on Twitter, as well as YouNow. And Evie is going to be my host. So we're very excited about that. So that way, people can engage with the cast of the show after they just watch them on TLC.
John Burk from Roker Media.
Hi.
I do have to ask you, so what other types of programming should people be considering making in this new era now that, standard television and, isn't where everything is? Obviously, there's a lot people can do now with technology with a skeleton staff compared to what they used to be able to do.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What kind of programming are sponsors or advertisers saying that they want, that they feel that, their audience and their brand resonates with?
So I think, and we talked about this 2 weeks ago actually, but I think about the...
It's such a good question.
It's such a good question. Sure. This is like our best update. Anyway, I think that there's so much that's untapped, right?
Right.
And who knows, right? It's still the wild, wild west when it comes to programming, and we're just trying to figure it out ourselves. Like, what will people actually respond to? So we've tried cooking shows. We've tried just kind of like... Which I was calling kind of like the radio shows where a person just like comes on and just talks back and forth with the audience, right?
Right.
With different levels of success, it's really hard to get sponsors to come on board because they don't see the big numbers just yet.
Right.
And what you have to show them are the engagement statistics as well, because when I can talk directly to my audience, right, the big number doesn't really matter as long as I can make the connection with an audience that's more of a one-to-one kind of a very tight connection, if you will. But I don't know, to be honest with you. To answer your question, let's try anything. And I think the one thing that's untapped right now is a professionally created game show. I think that there needs to be, I think game shows would really resonate in live.
Tell them what they want, Johnny.
Tell them what they want. Okay, well, Mario, you got to come down and be a part of the studio audience here, because the last time I was here, I got new pajamas.
There's some nice giveaways here for the studio. And there's still some tickets remaining for the 5th show next week. 6 shows all sold out, but if you're interested in the 5th show, head on over to neversettle.tv and sign up.
Why don't you take a peek at the swag bags? There's a swag bag that all the audience members get, and there's all kinds of neat goodies in there.
Should I take a peek?
My turn!
Uh-oh. What is this? It's the Roker Media takeover.
It's the Evie takeover.
Hey, Evie.
Could you upsell the Girl Starter Wrap-Up show on Friday night?
So Evie is co-hosting the Girl Starter Wrap-Up show.
I am, yeah.
With John Burk.
No.
Are you kidding me?
I'm the guy behind the guy.
You're the guy behind the guy.
I will be hosting that Girl Starter Wrap-Up show. What time is that at, by the way?
It's going to be right after the show on TLC, so it's at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
With the girls.
With the girls.
Some of them.
Who are the starters?
The girl starters, yes.
Yeah, Jenny tells me it's the whole cast. It's the whole cast.
Oh my God, really?
And it's also the host, Colette. Yeah.
Nice. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Now, did you know that she was up for 2 Shorty Awards?
Yes.
What happened?
Up for 2.
What happened?
I also went down for 2.
Did you have a good time anyway?
Yeah, it was a surreal experience. I mean, I went last year, but I wasn't allowed to go into the show, so
Right.
I had no idea what it was like. But this year, I was allowed to sit at a table and eat. It was awesome, and
So who was there?
great.
Name drop.
Shay Mitchell was there, Bill Nye was there, Thomas Sanders was there.
Cool.
Actually had a great conversation for like half an hour with Thomas Sanders at the after party.
We're friends with him,
I
because
know, I mentioned that, and he's like, "Where?"
Yeah.
So
yeah.
was that the, I guess, second time you've been on a red carpet?
Second time, no. Well, first time I've been there for people to take photos of me, but second
This would
time.
be your first red carpet.
Hey, Ross, it's a little warm.
No one was taking photos of me there.
Ross is sweating.
He not only does programming.
Ross is sweating.
Oh my God, I am
He also
sorry.
does makeup.
No, behind the scenes, guys.
Thank
This
you,
is what I
John.
do.
Yeah.
So, now did you host from the red carpet there?
I hosted there, yeah. So I walked the red carpet, and then
Okay.
I went and hosted for YouNow on the red carpet.
And what was that experience like?
It was amazing. It was like, well, I did it last year as well.
And who was like your favorite
I did
interview?
it. Who was my favorite interview? Huh.
Oh, these two guys, I actually don't know their names, but they were wearing awesome suits, and they were awesome.
Two guys.
Yeah, I don't know.
There were these guys.
It was all a blur. It was all a blur. All I was thinking, all I was thinking at the time was, I really hope I win the award. I already knew the result. I didn't know the result. I lost to Zach. I lost to Zach. He's the king of YouNow. He has like a million followers. He has 800 more followers than I do. He started like years before I did, and he deserves it. He definitely
So I moderated a panel with him last year at Playlist Live that he was on.
Right.
Yeah.
And like all the adults there couldn't get arrested, but the minute that you said, bro, it's Zach, and those screams.
It was awesome.
So what happened last week on the show as far as social media goes? Was there something that stood out? Thanks, John. John Burk is stepping away for a second as we continue with Evie Y. EvieY.live.
I'm always eating.
YouNow influencer. Very casual about things, just chomping away here as we talk.
On some carrots. Just kidding, it's cheese.
Yeah. No, it's carrots. It's carrots. Very healthy.
Yeah, we'll think.
The staff only gets the best.
Yeah, the show last week, the comments were flying in. Somebody wanted me to sing, which is not happening.
That's not happening?
Nuh-uh, it's not happening this week, I mean.
Maybe in the car with the windows rolled up.
Yeah, exactly. Or in the shower, but we won't take
with
that.
Nobody home.
Yeah. But no, yeah, it was, we had a flood of comments last week. Everyone was loving every minute of the show, which we're going to have a great interview again today.
Right.
So yeah, make sure you guys are
Broke
commenting.
Millennial.
Broke Millennial?
It's
Oh,
the
that's
interview.
what we have. Yeah, last week we had the Nike guy, Jason, who was awesome with sharing insights, and like, I'm a designer myself, so just to hear like what he went through, and it's awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, Evie.
No problem. Have a good one.
See you later.
See you later on the show.
So we're getting ready for the start of the Never Settle Show, 7 p.m. Eastern on the Entrepreneur Facebook page, and the crowd will be coming in soon. I'm going to turn around here. You can see behind me the setup where Mario will be doing interviews. Again, 7 p.m. Eastern on the Entrepreneur Facebook page for the Never Settle Show. When you take pictures, when you take comments, when you put comments on social media, use hashtag Never Settle Show. Please use hashtag Never Settle Show. Let us know. We can add you to the board. I'll show you the board real quick. Hey, look at that. From last week. Bree will do an interview. Come on, Bree. Hey, it's Bree from the social media team at We Are Boogie.
We're back.
How's it going?
Going good. Week 4.
Week 4. Can you believe it's more than half?
I know. It's going by so quickly. I can't even believe it. Just like that. We're near the end.
Right. So,
It's been going really
what
good.
are you seeing on social media?
I'm seeing a lot of selfies. I see
Yeah.
you guys. I see you guys voting a lot on what you want to see for the show. That's also very good, very helpful for us creating content for you. So keep doing that. Keep suggesting. Let us know what you want to know.
Awesome. Thank you, Bree.
No problem, Ross. See you guys.
That's Bree from We Are Boogie. It's just called boogie.co. They do digital marketing for the Never Settle Show. And one of the sponsors for the Never Settle Show, the people who provide this wonderful building here and studio setup at Canary, is Canary. And tell everybody who you are. I'm Ross Brand. We're live on the Never Settle Show.
Yes, I'm Carmen.
Facebook page.
I'm presenting Canary here today. Let me grab one. It's a home security device, so
Awesome.
you can check on your phone what's going on at home. We're
Wow.
happy to host it.
And so do you have one in your home?
I sure do, yeah.
And do you ever like download the video and upload it to YouTube, or do you have anything crazy go on? Like not necessarily a breaking and entering, which is what your main reason you would have one.
Exactly.
But do you ever see something weird? Do you ever go back and watch the video?
So I don't have pets. We have a lot
Okay.
of users that have pets, and then they have really cute videos. Our Instagram account
Right.
is full of cute cute things happening there. Nothing crazy has happened yet, but if it does, I'll keep it in mind.
You'll let us know next week.
On YouTube. Exactly.
So, what is your role at Canary?
I manage our international expansion, actually.
Oh wow! So you guys, were you with the company at the start, or did you join on?
I joined 2 years ago. That was just before we launched the product, actually, in stores.
So now they did an Indiegogo campaign. It was like one of the most successful, or the most successful.
The biggest Indiegogo campaign at the time. Raised almost $2 million. Sold devices into 78 countries. So from the start, kind of the international expansion made a lot of sense.
That's awesome.
And yeah, I mean it's been going up from there.
Right. So what's, a lot of people with their startup, they think about local, they think about their own country. What is involved when you then take it the next level to go to international? What are some of the considerations for a business?
There are a lot of considerations, but we obviously have a playbook that we follow. So there are operational considerations, regulation, you gotta abide by the local laws. You have to make sure you go into countries where there is a high product market fit. You want to make sure that you are going into markets that are big enough, that are relevant. And yeah, sometimes it's also about messaging. I'm originally from Germany, and so for Germans, it's really good to know that data security is really safe, and that there's a privacy mode so you can turn it off. So different aspects become more important in different cultures.
That's awesome. Thanks so much for spending a couple minutes. This is Canary. It's a device that keeps you safe in your home. It records what's going on in your home. If an intruder comes in, you can have it set off an alarm to scare that intruder and send them away. You can call the police. You can also upload videos of things that go on, funny things that go on in your home if you have pets while you're not around. So that's Canary, and they are providing, again, this wonderful space behind me where the Never Settle show will be taking place starting at 7 p.m. Eastern on the Entrepreneur Facebook page. I'm Ross Brand from Livestream Universe. We are live on the Never Settle Show Facebook page with the pre-show from the red carpet, getting you ready for the show coming up tonight. And I'm going to sit down and just say hello to one of my favorite people. I'm going to turn the camera around. So busy. Hi. And she's drawing again. We missed you so much last week.
I missed you guys too. I really did. I had the theme song in my head on the airplane. It was so funny.
So this is Cathy Nolan. She is a caricaturist. She's done ABC News, a lot of
ABC News. I did Periscope Summit, and I've done a few other conferences as well. And if you want to get drawn by me, just go to cathynolan.com. Sign up for my newsletter for discounts and prizes, and it'd be great to see you all there.
That's awesome. So what is the theme today?
Today we have Miss Erin Lowry, who's in charge of Broke Millennial. Get your financial life together. So I'm just quickly, this is my cheat sheet, so I'm just quickly going to sketch her out and draw her, because I have to get this done before the show starts. Okay. Because then I'm drawing the audience member that will be picked. Right. And then the big blank wall there, when Mario's talking to Erin, I'm going to put up some really great key points for everybody to remember.
So that'll be the big design at the end. Yeah. That's awesome. So. Here, so Cathy Nolan, check her out at Cathy Nolan Art. She's fantastic, super talented, and she'll be part of the show tonight and the next couple of weeks. And one of these days I do want a drawing, absolutely.
We will make that happen, I
Thank you, Cathy.
All right, take care.
I'll show you the red carpet. If you're just joining us, Eduardo Guerra is here from Monterrey, Mexico. It's his birthday, and he came in to celebrate here at the Never Settled show. And we talked to him earlier. Also, Segura from Root Studios, running the photo booth here on the red carpet. If you're downstairs and waiting to come up, definitely stop by, get your picture taken on the red carpet up against the step and repeat. And we have some other friends showing up today too that we'll talk to in just a little bit. I'm Ross Brand from LivestreamUniverse.com, and this is the pre-show. We're getting you set for the Never Settle show, 7 p.m. Eastern on the Entrepreneur Facebook page. And the talk today will be about financial independence, how to get over student debt, how to manage your finances, particularly for millennials. Also, Mario will have some productivity tips geared to helping people pursue their dreams and be more productive, which is what you do with productivity tips. Hey Sandra, thanks for joining us. Hey everybody, if you can, do share this out, let your friends know. We'll be on for a little bit longer. The crowd will be coming up soon. I want to introduce you to somebody who takes amazing pictures. Tell everybody your name and what you do. You take some amazing pictures behind the scenes here.
My name is Kerry. I work for my brother's company, and I'm a photographer pretty much. And I take pictures behind the scenes, everybody's movement, happy moments, and to gain an outfit.
And so you take pictures during the show, but you take people in the red carpet, people in the cast, the crew talking, attendees.
Some of them don't even know I'm taking pictures.
Right. I didn't even know. And then I saw like a couple pictures of me holding this during the week, holding my Archon mount, and I didn't know, which is awesome. So thank you for all your great work on the show. It's really awesome. So many people working behind the scenes here to make this happen. Let's check in with Eduardo again. Eduardo.
Hi, Rose.
It's the birthday man.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, hey, Rose, how are you?
Yeah.
Sandra is here, and we're just checking in with you again because it is your birthday. There is something special going on here today. You're here all the way from Monterrey, Mexico.
Exactly.
And first time in New York.
First
just
time
came
New York.
for one night. Huh?
Just for one night, just to be here with Mario Armstrong, Never Settle show, and also with my friend Ross that I met before. We knew each other from before.
Yeah, we met at Summit Live, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And so what do you think so far? What do you think of the setup and the event and everything?
Well, it's quite interesting, that everything is in the right place, and now little by little the people is coming. You have the music, you can drink something, so you get in the mood. Right. And we're gonna have a great show tonight.
Right.
I'm sure.
Did you see that there's a bartender over there?
Yes.
Proud pour organic wine, no preservatives, no sugar.
We need
just
to try
plain
that.
old wine.
Just
and that's Berlin, and it also supports the environment. So you do want to check that out. At least say hello to her.
And I'm not driving tonight.
Yes, no, you're not flying the plane back home.
No, also. I don't have a license.
Yeah. enjoy the show. We'll catch up with you in a little bit. So people starting to follow in. Look at this well-dressed couple behind me, taking their pictures on the red carpet. As people start to file in. Hey, Vernon. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. So I don't have 360, but trying to give you a feel of what it's like to be in center stage where Mario will stand during the show. The step and repeat here. You can see different companies sponsoring the Never Settle Show: FedEx, Canary, Roker Media, Entrepreneur Network, also Root is a sponsor, Crowd Tour. Live View actually is one of the sponsors. Live View makes the unit that they use for live stream that makes sure that the signal never drops. And of course, FedEx Office has some special deals for fans of the Never Settle Show. Hey everybody, Ross Brandt here from LivestreamUniverse.com. We are live at Canary on the red carpet at the Never Settle Show presented by FedEx Office at 7 p.m. Eastern. Head on over to the Entrepreneur Facebook page where Mario Armstrong will be live with the show. And of course, there's a lot of live streaming going on at a live streaming show behind the scenes. Behind me is Evie from YouNow. She's live streaming her daily YouNow live stream, which is what you do on YouNow. And she'll be doing social media during the show, keeping Mario posted on what's going on across social media, helping your comments and questions get on the screen. Also, Shy, the executive producer, will be working with social media as well as the crowd continues to file in here at the Never Settle Show along the red carpet. And we're going to have some interesting guests, some YouTubers I'm looking forward to talking to. Luis!
What's going on?
Hey guys!
Are we live?
Yeah, we are live. These are two of the stars of YouTube show, Pats to Catch a Cheater.
Yes,
introduce yourself, guys.
What's going on? I'm Luis. This is my partner Sam. The pervert cameraman.
Yeah, so tell us about your show. What is your show about?
Check it out on YouTube, To Catch a Cheater. It's exactly what it sounds like, pretty much. So we're catching cheaters.
We set up guys
Step
to see
in a
if
little
they
bit,
cheat.
Sam.
Oh,
Samir.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Tell him. All right, what we do is we hire sexy accomplices, like little sexy numbers, to go flirt with other girls' boyfriends and see how these guys do. See if they'll pass the test.
How do they typically do?
Ooh, you have to watch the show to find out. We've got plenty of episodes for you guys to check out on there.
Well, I mean, just give us a percent, like, you know, do all the guys fall for it?
That's how it is. If you put a steak in front of a lion, would it eat it?
Yeah.
So you're saying basically all guys are capable of cheating if given the right temptation.
Not all of them, but
well, it's good to know.
We will find
some decent people.
There's
out
also
there.
women.
Yeah.
And so wait, so you lure women in as well?
Yeah. We send guys over as well.
Right. And so how's the show doing? How's your audience and
The show's doing really great.
Are you getting?
We've been around for about 10 months now. We're almost at 1 million subscribers. So
wow.
Things are going good.
Yeah. And so how many cameras do you use? What's your setup like?
We're filming
One camera and
cell phones.
All mobile.
Yep.
Awesome. And can you tell us like what kind of production software or anything you use?
think we edit with like Adobe or whatever you use to edit with.
So it's amazing.
It's very basic.
It's amazing what you can do with mobile and software to put a show together. And is this something you'd like to see turned into a TV show?
It's in the works of being a TV show. As we speak, I don't even know if I can announce it, but we are in the works, guys. You'll be seeing it very soon.
Break the news right here on the Never Settle Show Facebook page.
You guys will see it very soon. We're going to be announcing it within the next like 2 weeks or so.
Luis and Sam, enjoy the show. Thanks so much for taking a few minutes. Nice to meet you. It's called Catch a Cheater, and it's on YouTube. It's an exciting show. I can't wait to go and check it out after what I heard from them. Looking forward to seeing what that's all about. But they're here to watch the Never Settle Show. It'll start at 7 p.m. Eastern on the Entrepreneur Facebook page. I'm Ross Brand from Livestream Universe. As the crowd continues to file in, we'll meet some new people, some old friends, as we stay on for quite a bit here in the pre-show from the red carpet. And if you would like to be part of the audience here and attend this pre-show event, see the show live, meet Mario, there are still tickets remaining for episode number 5 next week. Just go to neversettle.tv, neversettle.tv to get tickets for next week's episode. The superstar is here. Look at this. Mr. Author Chris Strub.
What's happening?
50 states, 100 days.
See you again.
Good to see you, my friend.
How's the pre-show going?
It's going awesome.
If I'd have let us all
it's even better now that you're here.
I don't know that it could get any better with Mario Armstrong, Ross Brand.
You're right.
This whole crew here. This is
you're absolutely right.
And this is so cool. Episode number 4.
Yeah.
I mean, that we talked during the first episode, we were like, oh, this is it. But now when you've been here week after week after week, to see how the show has gotten better and better and better. Yeah, we knew going in that they would just keep improving, and this team is crushing it, man. I told you guys the first time, come on down, because this is incredibly fun.
Yeah, I was just saying that there's some tickets left for the 5th episode.
The 5th episode, yep.
Neversettle.tv, right?
They're filling up quickly, so neversettle.tv for sure.
I got it. I'm good. My friend.
I saw the cramp.
You're not here. Yeah, I know. I got a little cramp. It's funny because my left arm's the one that I broke a couple of years ago, so I figured, okay, I'll be safe keeping it in my right, but my right cramped up.
And they got a little different configuration here tonight. We got another step and repeat over there.
Well, it's to highlight the sponsors. You can see behind me, but you could take a picture in front of it.
And how wonderful, Ross Brand, is FedEx Office.
I know. They're incredible.
How can we say thank you enough to FedEx Office? Do you want to grab my Colt 45? I feel bad. But seriously, all these sponsors, Canary, FedEx Office, Entrepreneur Magazine, Roker Media, of course, just does a wonderful job helping out with all the production and everything.
Right.
And this is just such a special place to be.
That's awesome.
We were just saying this feels like the Super Bowl of live streaming, but it's every week.
Now it's like the NFL of live streaming. It's like each Sunday, each Wednesday is a huge live streaming event here in the heart of New York City.
We're just a few minutes away. We got Cathy Nolan back tonight too.
Talked to Cathy earlier.
And I saw you had Evie on as well. I mean, we're all here.
We're all here.
And the question is, if you're watching this at home, my friend Vernon's watching too. We might see his rap my pitch tonight, by the way. Spoiler.
Oh, awesome.
If you're not here, why not?
And hashtag Never Settle Show. If you're posting on social media, just go hashtag Never Settle Show. Chris Strub, 50 states, 100 days. I always want to say 100 states, 50 days.
That's next.
That would be quite an accomplishment.
By the end of Trump's first term, we'll turn it into 100 states. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Seriously, guys, if you're watching this at home and you're like, oh man, this is so much fun, it is.
It is.
So what are you doing sitting at home watching this? You know what I mean? If you have the chance to come down and come to a show and come meet this guy, make it happen.
Great talking to you, my friend.
Enjoy the show, man.
Michael. Hey,
buddy,
Campbell,
boss,
Michael
how are you?
Voices, come on
in the house. How are you, everyone? Good to see you. Welcome
Great
to
to
the
be
wonderful
back.
red carpet, Ross Brand. You're amazing.
So now I was thinking, because you do voiceovers, why don't you read the sponsors to everybody and tell them about all the great sponsors that we have here?
Well, of course, Canary is where we are, right? This is one of them. This is our host here. Our title sponsor, FedEx Office, Entrepreneur Magazine. I mean, they're just amazing, and they're covering the show, and they kind of put us on the map, and the full page ad for the Never Settle show is fantastic. Roker Media, partnered with Armstrong. They're all here in Spain, first-class production, everything here. And if that wasn't enough, now we have you doing the ad classes.
Well, thank you, my friend.
This is great.
What kind of feedback have you gotten from people who've been watching the show this week? Well, you know, it seems like each show has just gotten better and better as Cathy Nolan gives you the ears behind.
Yes, well, every show has gotten better. First, there was the unknown. The first show, is this going to work? How are people going to take to it? How does this exactly operationally go? Right. This now, it's just everything. It's just running like a fine oiled machine. It's incredible, and the interactive nature of the show, where we're able to see in real time the different comments coming in from Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. The friends that I have out there, Eileen, I can't name everyone, April, and that friending, so many wonderful people out there that are not able to come here because they're around the world. They're around the country, around the world. I'm on the Jersey Shore. I'm back and forth to New York City. So since I can make it, I do make it, no matter what. It's part of never settling. Right. You know, like, oh yeah, you're working, you have the kids, you have the family, you have all these different things. How can you do this one more thing? It's like, that's what never settling is about. Doing the one more thing that you say, well, you know what, I'm tired, I'll just watch some TV, whatever. No. I want my life to be better. I want to take it to the next level. I'm going to take the extra effort and do it. And you know what? This is well worth the effort. A party with a purpose, and this is fantastic. And we don't even know what's going to. Not even Mario knows exactly what's going to transpire here.
No, it's the fun of life.
Exactly,
right?
It's fun of life, and you just kind of go with it, no matter what happens.
Michael C. Campbell. Michael A. Campbell. I always do that. It's Michael C.
Michael A. Campbell.
Michael A. Campbell. Great to talk to you.
Michael C. Boyce, great to talk to you, my friend.
That's Michael A. Campbell, voiceover artist and kind of the voice of the fan. He lets everybody know what's going on, what it's like to be here for all the fans that can't make it here for the show. So we get you set for the Never Settle show taking place on the Entrepreneur Facebook page, 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Mario Armstrong, brought to you by FedEx Office. FedEx is the title sponsor. Kerry Flynn. Hi. Hi, we're live we're live on the Never Settle Show Facebook page.
Amazing.
Welcome. This is your first time attending?
It's my first time, but I've known about it for like probably before long. I can't even tell the audience how long I've known about this.
So how did you get to know Mario or get to know the show?
Well, because I know John, who I was just connecting with. I've known Roker Media for like years now, like since they started. And I'm a huge fan of Al, because I pretty much grew up on Al since I was a kid.
I did too.
So I know Al, and I've known, and I've covered a reporter Mashable. I've covered the live video space for a while now. So I chatted with Mario because what he's doing is so fascinating to me because it's just like taking advantage of like exactly what Facebook loves to see. The fact that someone's able to like produce an awesome show to like engage people. Like it's not just about just throwing up a stream of something random. It's about like having an engaged show, and that's what I love about it.
What do you see being like the next kind of thing, the next wave of maybe the next trend in live video?
Well, I see more of this and less of the bad stuff that we're seeing. I mean, like even at criticism my own companies, like even at Mashable, like we're all experimenting with live and we don't really get how it works. And you know, sometimes I'll do a live video and I'll just like talk, and I'll talk with someone, but like I don't really do the participatory part of it.
Right.
And I think that's what Mario has really emphasized, is that like live is great because you get to see the people.
Right.
If they so choose to come. Sometimes they don't, and that's fine. But like the idea of like making a show that's supposed to be for that is cool.
So it's what separates it from TV, right? Is that it's two-way, it's
like,
interactive.
Why I need to tune into this right now is because it's live and because I can be a part of it.
That's
That's cool. I mean, I'm obviously here now, but like if I was about to get home,
you're a part of it now.
Yeah.
Welcome, Kerry Flynn. Great to see you.
I'm very excited to be here. It's a long overdue.
Thanks so much. So the Never Settle Show will be starting shortly on the Entrepreneur Facebook page. Thank you everybody for joining us on the pre-show. I'm Ross Brand from Livestream Universe. Head on over to the Entrepreneur Facebook page, 7 p.m. Eastern for the Never Settle Show with Mario Armstrong. Have fun and enjoy the show, everybody.